the game binding. My name is Dave, and man, this Dexterity week has been so fun. So, welcome back to the top 100, my top 100 favorite Dexterity games. Well, at least the ones that I've played. So, last video we covered honorable mentions and the first 10. Now we're moving on to number 90. You'll see up here on the stool the games that I actually have, other ones that you'll just see pictures of. So, let's just get right to it. Number 90. So number 90 is Baba Yaga. It is my least favorite of the Tale and Games series, though it is fun. I like the fast-paced movement of the little doll. I wish it was a Russian like nesting doll, but it isn't, but it kind of looks like it. But Baba Yaga is a good kids game. It's not too bad. Again, like I said, you're reading the tale, so it's a memory game almost. It's a Dexterity fast-paced game where you're trying to get Baba Yaga to catch everybody, and that's simply it. We do have a review on this. If you want to check it out, go ahead and do that right now. But we're just going to move on to the next one, which is 89. Let's do it. Okay, so 89 I don't have. I actually played this only one time, but I thought it was pretty fun at a Gen Con, and this is bells. It's a magnet kind of baton that you're picking up bells with, and you're picking up a chain of these little jingle bells, and you're trying to get the most without them falling off. It takes a little bit of dexterity when it comes to movement and getting those bells into your possession. A very fun game, very interesting, and I love when the bells crash because it makes that jingly jangly noise, and that's just some of my fun. My favorite things about Dexterity games is the loud noises and crashes. So that's simply bells. I don't have a copy of it, but you've seen a picture or two there. Okay, so we're going to move on to 88. Let's go. Alright, so 88 is When Pigs Fly. So this is one of my first reviews with my kiddo, so we have a review on this, and basically it's this kind of propelled sky that's spinning, and you have a catapult that you're trying to knock these pigs up on. They have some Velcro and stick them onto the top. I like catapult games of any type, so this was one of the first ones that I had with my kiddo, so it had a small place in my heart for that reason. So if you want to check out that review, you can go ahead and do that. But number 88 is simply When Pigs Fly. Alright, let's go on to 87. Okay, so 87 I do have, but it was just buried and I didn't feel like getting it. But it is the Rubiks Cube Race. So Rubiks Race. I'm not very good at this, but I like it because my partner is very good and she has such a great time with this game. And I've played so many times because of that, and I can tolerate it. When I see her having fun, it's something that I like to do with the environment and with my partners. So I'm accomplishing something even though I'm not very good. I still try to have fun. It's basically like those little square moving games, like tiles that you have one square open and you're trying to get the picture. Well, both of you are trying to do that as you're seeing the pictures and be the first one to do it. Very simple. It's not really too much Rubik's Cube, more than just that kind of square grid puzzle game, but it has colors like Rubik's Cube, so there's that. But that's simply that one there. So the next one coming up is 86. Let's go. So 86, I don't have a copy of this either, but I played this over one of my family's house, and it is Bounce Off. It's basically a beer pong into a game. So if you've seen beer pong or Bounce Off in Walmart, you're just trying to bounce these little balls into the little cups. Very simple game. It takes dexterity, but a lot of these games are in like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that now. Dave and Buster's, which is just funny, and I think it's worth putting it on the spot here at 86. So that's simply it. Let's move on to 85. Let's go. 85. I had to put it on here. It's marbles. Man, I played the crap out of marbles when I was young. I had a whole big giant bag of them. Had these big giant shooters I loved, and marbles are just fun. Marble racing, anything that has to do with marbles in any kind of games, you got me. I mean, you have my attention at least. Not everything marbles is a winner, but again, a lot of stuff that I like. So personally, 85 is a great spot for marbles. If you don't know what that is, well, you can look it up. It's really just shooting marbles and collecting them within a circle and doing other various things. Okay, so that's 85. Now let's go to 84. So 84 is Pool Party, and this is a newer game. We actually have a review on this. It's simple. You have this wonky kind of bowl that's on a spring. You have these plastic cards that are swimmers, and you're flicking the cards into the cup. It's kind of like throwing cards into a hat, and they made it into an interesting game. This is relatively inexpensive on Amazon, so I would definitely pick this one up. This is fantastic and is a sleeper hit in my opinion. So that is 84. Let's move on to 83. Let's go. So 83 is a game of cat and mouse. It's missing the H. This is a, if you want to check out exactly the explanation on why it's missing the H or the story behind it, you can go to a review. But this game just made it above Pool Party because I had to alter it and make it playable. Though if I wasn't able to fix the game, it wouldn't be in the 80s at all. Basically, it's a catapult game that has these cat paws and they're magnets. Very simple. You're shooting balls like through this mouth and trying to score points the fastest. It's very simple. There's a plastic version of this. I wish I would have gotten that, but the cardboard version isn't too bad, and it's festive at least. So again, we have a review on this if you want to check that out. But until then, we're just going to go ahead and move on. Let's go to 82. So 82 is an interesting one. I have a review on this. It was with my ex. She and I did a review. It's a really good review. You should check it out. But it's where it's a two-player game. You're making a maze of your own. It's got magnets and these little kind of styrofoam bits that feel awesome. And then once you've made your maze, you swap, and then you each take a ball and kind of use gravity and like a labyrinth kind of way to get through the maze and be the first one to do it. Very simple. It was made by a teacher, I believe. It's a great game. If you see this one, I would definitely pick it up. But it's not much more I can say about that. You want to see the review? You can go ahead and check that out. But until then, I'm going to move on to 81. Let's go. And the last game on the list today is a heavy one, and it's this curling and shuffleboard that I got on Amazon. I reviewed this as well, so if you want to check this out, you can. But it has some ball bearings that you're throwing down the lane. I've always been a fan of these type of games, and this one is a really cool one. It's a bit pricey, hard to store, heavy, and you can only really play 2 players, but you can play teams if you want to kind of expand that. So that's why it's down here in the 80s, but definitely a good game. Every game on this list, it made the 100, so there's something that I like about any game on this list. This one here, I love the dexterity of throwing stuff down. This is very, very satisfying. So that's all I have for you today. Join me in the next 10 where we go over 80 through 71. But if you haven't already, please click like and subscribe. Until next time that I see you, Vine Nation, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all your play. My name is Dave, and I'm out. I'm not lifting this one up, but yeah, we'll use this one. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.